ask what has been going on with me today? Because I had really bad headaches earlier.
Okay.
I've had a couple waves of what has felt like panic here.
There was a burst of energy from the earth.
What kind of energy?
Geomagnetic is how it would be translated.
What was the purpose of that energy?
Just part of Gaia's healing. Because it was quite a big spike.
How is Gaia doing now?
Oh, she was fine through the whole thing.
She's feeling really good
It
then?
was basically like a big burp. So after a big, long burp, you always feel better during and after.
Yes. Releasing whatever it is that needed to be released. It was putting pressure.
Yes.
So, yes. Okay.
It was a big release of energy.
Oh, good.
And things on her are popping back in place. Like deep in the core. It hasn't rippled exactly to the surface yet. But it's like when you just a little shift and pop things back in place.
They're popping back in place things which have been dislodged or have slid out of whack.
Yes.
And getting back realigned. And in the process of realignment, there can be, that was like a, oh.
Yeah.
Or, okay, that's what I needed. Oh, wait, let me ask you this very specific question in relation to that. I had a sensation, sense of something moving across her room.
That's what she was scared of.
What is that?
It's like a snake creature.
What is its purpose of being there?
To, poison.
Can it be taken care of?
Yes, we've already dealt with it. It is being dealt with and already dealt with right now.
Where did it come from?
Deep in the earth. So when she got realigned and released that energy, she released that. There was more than one throughout the world.
And all of them are being
scooped up.
Scooped up and gathered. Okay. How did they get there? Were they something natural that became negative, or something that found us?
It came with that Annunaki ship. They were like scouts that could burrow deep. They're the ones who made the tunnels, because they're like burrowing snakes.
Okay, they burrow, and they were able to burrow and they were used to burrow the tunnels for the Annunaki.
Yes.
The ship that was lodged in the deep here, that was an Annunaki ship?
No, not here. The one in the Mariana Trench.
Oh, the Mariana Trench. Okay. I had to clarify because the Mariana Trench one was an Annunaki ship that had brought along these burrowing creatures.
Yes.
When it was which would create the tsunami, which caused the trauma in Japan and everything. Okay.
Yes.
So they've been here for that long.
And now that we know what to look for, we're gathering them all up and sealing their burrows. Remember the tunnels they made?
Yes.
The Anunnaki didn't make them themselves. These snake creatures made them. They were a manufactured race. Almost like a tool. A living tool. Not slaves. We want to be clear about that.
Okay, they're not slaves.
Because they were doing it willingly.
But they're being gathered up, not just around Earth, but everywhere they're being recognized.
Yes. And much like when you go to capture a venomous snake, you grab them the right way and put them in a bag, and then in a box.
Yes.
There are specialists who handle the snake creatures, because not just anyone can go out and do it.
Yes, it has to be someone who knows how to handle it.
Actually, a lot of them got their technique refined by Steve Irwin.
Yes.
He's not the ones going out, or the ones going out, because he's a soul.
Yes.
But they saw how he handled snakes, physical snakes, and like,
And
okay,
this is how we can
don't
do this.
just grab them. So they sort of refine their technique by watching him.
Excellent.
They had the basics down, but watching him got it more refined.
So I'm going to just recap this. Gaia is healing and readjusting it, and
Things are popping back into
place, and there was a burst of energy. This process dislodged some of these.
No, the burst of energy shot out
The burst of energy dislodged or shot out these snake creatures.
Yes.
And that's what I saw.
You saw one of them, yeah.
Or sensed one of them there. And then shortly after that, I had a bit of a panicky thing.
Yeah.
That's what's going on. They are being recognized, identified, gathered up by the specialists.
Yes.
And Gaia is all the better for it, as well as everybody else. Are there any still around in the primordial sea?
Yes. So those are being dealt with as well.
Were the dragons aware of them?
Yes. But the dragons did not like them because they're enemies. But they're like venomous, so the dragons can't really eat them. It'll kill them.
Ah.